So let's say like you started your college. Did you have an on-campus job or did you not do on-campus job?
So I did had an on-campus job since my first semester. So I landed here in the middle of August, and I had an on-campus job by the first week of September. So it was a grader job. So what I did was I was a CS grader for the undergrad students. So I checked their assignments, they evaluated their projects,
Yeah.
and checked their exam papers, and I got paid for that. So
How did you get that? Yeah.
there's a portal called Handshake, which the university uses. So I think a lot of universities in US have this Handshake portal, in which
Yeah.
they post different kinds of on-campus jobs, and also a lot of internships and full-time jobs are also posted on this portal. So I applied to this job via Handshake as soon as that got opened. So I will advise that thing only to every incoming student at UTD. So if you are a CS student and you are seeing a Handshake job opening for a CS grader, apply ASAP, because there are very few vacancies available and there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So make sure that you apply ASAP. And
Was there like an interview or something? Or
there was no interview. So
No interview.
it was a first come first serve basis. So
So you pretty much just apply and you get it. It's like that.
kind of. So we have to upload our resume as well. So
Yeah.
for my case, as well as for my friends, so a lot of my friends got this grader job. So none of us had interviews. So
Okay.
probably they might not take, probably they might be looking at our profiles, because a lot of my friends all had good resumes and good profiles. So all of
Right.
us had around 2 or 3 years of work experience back in India and were from good colleges. So yeah, so maybe they might be looking into that.
Right. That's awesome. What about cost of living in Dallas? Like, let's start with tuition fees and then we'll go to cost of living.
So the tuition fee in Dallas, the University of Texas at Dallas, is around $16,500 per semester, I believe, including the health insurance. So
Okay.
if you are in US, then it's advisable to have a health insurance. And since you are a student, it's advisable to have the university provided health insurance. So the tuition plus health insurance was around 16.5K per semester. But luckily I had a scholarship, and that was also one of the reasons for me to choose UTD. So I had Johnson School Graduate Study Scholarship, which entitled me for an in-state tuition fee. So I needed to pay 17K for 2 semesters instead of 1 semester.
So how did you get that? How did you get that scholarship?
So for that scholarship, there are online applications. So UTD on their website, they post the link for the scholarship, Johnson School Graduate Study Scholarship. So if you Google that, you'll get the link for applying to that scholarship. And these generally get open in, I guess, early January or February or so. So these scholarships get open and you need to apply separately. So it's different from the admit process.
Correct. Yeah.
So you need to apply for this scholarship, and they ask some basic questions like what was your GRE score, then what was your undergrad GPA, and
did you like apply this before your college admit, or like once you started your college then you applied?
Actually I applied it after I got an admit. So I had got admit from UTD back in November of 2018. So I was
applied for this scholarship by January, February.
As soon as this got opened, the scholarship got opened, I applied, because it's also a first come first serve basis. And for CS department, for this particular scholarship, very few people get this scholarship. So I guess around 5 to 10% of the admitted students get this scholarship. So it's pretty competitive, and you need to have a really good profiles to get this scholarship.
Yeah. So what was the amount? Did you say in-state tuition fee?
In-state tuition fee, yeah. So,
So roughly about 8,000, 9,000.
yes, yeah,
Got it.
but it's only for the first semester. So for the second semester, I have to pay the whole tuition fee.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. So okay, got it. And then what is the cost of living like roughly in Dallas?
So if you share a room with your roommates, so it costs you around $500 to $600 per month, roughly. So it can go to around $700, and it can be as less as $400 as well. But the rough amount will be like around $500 to $600 per month.
And that includes all your other utilities.
Yes,
and
it includes everything. Everything.
Okay.
Rent plus utilities plus groceries. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and you said that is sharing, right? Like not
Yeah, on a sharing
personal room.
basis. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's expensive. In Chico, I lived my personal bedroom in $250,
Oh.
$230.
That's
Yeah, it is really cheap.
plus that was
Okay.
long time back as well, right? So maybe
I think it is still roughly about 300 max. I don't think it is still expensive in
Yeah.
Chico.
yeah, here also like some people stay. So like there are a lot of communities here. So it depends on what community you are staying in. So if it's a gated community, the rent might be somewhat higher. If it's an ungated community, then the rent might be on the lower end as well.
Yeah. What's like a minimum salary range over there in Dallas? Like in California, minimum salary is like $12 now. What's their like salary range over there?
Here also it's somewhat similar. So around $10 to $12 per hour on an average.
Okay.
So for my grader job as well, it's $12 per hour.
Okay.
But the thing is, you can only work a maximum of 12 to 15 hours per week.
Got it. Okay. So it's still like, roughly about $180 or $200, and then that's 4 weeks. So you cover your cost of living and
Exactly.
everything with that.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly.